catch by Jay Nathanielman. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target active. Got it. Her third. From left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch where he's going to set up. He's going to go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Welcome, CFSL fans, to an amazing night here in the Dorito Dome. I'm Colton Powell alongside my broadcast partner, Greg Cooksey, as we get number 6 ranked Florida State coming in to face the Syracuse Orange. How you doing, my man?
I'm good. How are you, Colton?
I'm doing quite well. We are inside the Dorito Dome, and Florida State is going to get the ball off here to start the game, as they're coming off a upset loss against LSU last week. What are you expecting from them as they start this game out?
Well, I expect that they're going to give Syracuse a hard time. Florida State, probably the best team in the league. They've got a great AD with Tom Pence, and he always finds a way to get it done. So I would expect a rebound here tonight.
Definitely a rebound, and it is senior night here for Syracuse, so when they get the ball eventually, I'll shout out some names of their seniors that are graduating this season. So Lonnie De La Roca gets 7 yards and picks up, and will not pick up first down, it'll be 2nd and 3.
And we are going to be on record watch this evening, as he needs just 31 rushing yards to tie for the second most in school history.
And I believe we found out that the math on that was a little wrong. He needs 37 to go into sole place of second. But besides that, a quick pass from Zeus Clayton, and that one is knocked free as number 33, Garrett Evans, gets the breakup and forces a 4th down here for the Seminoles.
Quite impressed with Syracuse on that drive.
Yeah, it was an impressive defense against 6th ranked FSU, as Jaden Tamucci gets an 8-yard return. And I'll go ahead and start shouting out these seniors. We got strong safety Zach Boyd, free safety Malcolm Moses, middle linebacker Garrett Evans, defensive tackle Anthony Keeler, defensive end Fred Van Sickle, and kicker Panzer Brighton are the seniors here tonight for the Syracuse Orange, as William Avery gets 2 yards.
Well, and congratulations to all of them, and best of luck as they move on.
And definitely best of luck to them for their future endeavors, as the quarterback drops back, J.K. Matthews, and he throws a 3-yard pass to Josiah Baker for 3rd and 5.
But to me, J.K. Matthews is a very interesting quarterback. He has thrown for quite a few yards, I think over 2,000, and he's somebody to keep an eye on.
Definitely someone to keep an eye on. When he just throws a deep pass into double coverage as Chris Bryant gets the deflection.
Yeah, bad read there by Matthews. You never want to throw the ball into that type of coverage, and a disappointing end to that drive.
And definitely a disappointing end. Had some hopes that they would try and at least pick up the first down, as they'll punt it right back to Florida State. And Matthews, like you said, he has over 2,000 yards, 41 over 2,000 to be exact. 8 touchdowns and 11 interceptions coming into this game, as Zeus Clayton is having himself another phenomenal season, has 22 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and over 2,300 yards, as they hand it off to Ronnie De La Roca, gets 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And the Syracuse defense trying their best to hang in there tight with this Florida State offense.
And they're definitely trying to hang in. We might see a lot of running, and we see the read option, and Zeus Clayton breaks one tackle, can't break the second, will be tackled in the backfield to be a negative 3-yard rush as LaMichael Black gets the TFL.
Yes, and he had a lot of help there, as it looks like he got some help from, I can't quite find it, but definitely a great job by the defensive block back holding up Zeus Clayton at the line.
And definitely a great job from the secondary getting the game tackle on Zeus Clayton as he throws a bomb, and that one is out of bounds. It would be 4th and 10, and another yet disappointing drive for the Seminoles.
Yeah, and if you're Zeus Clayton and Florida State, you got to settle down here. It's clear they'd come out here hyped up looking to get revenge on their loss from last week, and it's not going to be that easy.
And definitely not going to be easy, as a decent return to about the 35 from Tamucci gets 13 yards. And Syracuse, not a great first drive. Let's hope for a better one here for their second one of the first quarter, as we got a 2 wide receiver set. Looks like a blitz coming from the safety. We got a wide receiver in motion from bottom to top. Matthews drops back, throws a quick check down to the flats, breaks one tackle, breaks another, pushed out of bounds. Houston Bagley, 18 yards, and a first down, Orange.
Well, Syracuse definitely has something to play here for tonight. If they win, they still have a chance to clinch a playoff spot, but they need a lot of help. So they're fighting for their playoff lives here.
Yeah, definitely fighting for their playoff lives. If they lose tonight, they're mathematically eliminated from a playoff bid. Still a chance to get voted in, but would hope for a win, as a dangerous pass. And somehow that one is caught. What a pass from Matt. Actually not caught. They a little bit delayed whistle saying it was incomplete, but it was a nice pass. It'll be 2nd and 10. Matthews drops back. Pressure coming, and just wisely throws that out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, he knows he can't afford to get sacked in that situation, so he just lets it fly out of bounds. Great awareness on the part of Matthews.
Definitely great awareness, as he's in a 2-by-2 set. Matthews drops back, throws a bomb downfield, one-on-one coverage, and that one's knocked away. Elijah Pence makes the deflection, and it is 4th down, Orange.
Yeah, that was a great call, I think. Why not go for it all and try and really put Florida State on their back, since their defense, or their offense isn't playing well. But Elijah Pence with a great stop.
Yeah, Elijah Pence has been phenomenal. The freshman here for Florida State already has 4 interceptions on the season, looking to extend that stat, as now this Florida State offense will get the ball back at the 20-yard line. 3 wide receivers at the top, 2 wide receivers top, 1 at the bottom, and a little bit of mid-line option, as this Clayton takes the keeper. It'll be 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and Syracuse holding Clayton at bay and doing a great job of it.
Definitely holding Clayton to minimal yards, as he throws a quick pass to the boundary and breaks a few tackles, as Sebastian Sapp gets 25 yards and a first down.
And I love this aggressiveness. Sapp not afraid to put his head down and run over a couple of guys here.
And definitely not afraid to break some tackles, as we got a Twitch update for you. Aldis Sampson gets 2-yard touchdown run for Washington, as they go up 7-0 early over Illinois. 3:55 left in the first quarter over there, as it is still 0-0 with 5:20 left to go in this first quarter, as Zeus Clayton throws a quick pass to Traylon Walker. 9-yard reception, 2nd and 1.
And Florida State looking a lot more poised and a lot more calm this possession. Zeus Clayton letting some things happen for him here.
And definitely throwing some good passes along with the help of the receivers. And another quick pass to the right sideline. Sebastian Sapp once again, 16 yards to pick up a first down.
Yeah, Sapp just a lot more physical than what these defensive backs of Syracuse are willing to be right now. They're going to have to toughen up.
And definitely the Syracuse defensive secondary needs to delay these receivers, try and get some better coverage, as we got a little bit of a strong set. Fake handoff, and it's thrown to the tight end. What a stiff arm, and tries to get to the 10-yard line. Is Agent P. Perry Pushkarov gets 17 yards and a first down.
Yeah, these wide receivers for Florida State just toying with the Syracuse defensive backs here.
And definitely toying just a tad, as they are now inside the PX1 Sports red zone. 1st and 10, 2-by-2 set. Play action from Clayton. Throws it to a wide open man in the corner of the end zone. James Newton, touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, just a lazy job on the part of Syracuse's defense, no coverage at all, and Clayton makes them pay.
It definitely makes them pay. And we have yet another Twitch update for you, a quick one. Jessica Stevens, 74-yard touchdown for Illinois, as they even it up 7 apiece with 3:12 left in the first quarter over there. As we get our first score by Florida State over here, 7-0 over Syracuse with 4:29 left to go in this quarter. And Cooksey, really struggling early on at Syracuse. What do you think they need to do to improve that?
They need to just stick with what they're doing as well as they can. They've done some good things on offense. They just have to be patient and not try to make things happen.
Yeah, definitely need to be a little bit more patient. Maybe use Avery just some to try and open up the pass game. But they'll be right at the 24-yard line of their own side of the field. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Avery coming out of the backfield. Matthew throws to Avery on a little bit of a wheel route, picks up 10 yards, and they'll get the hometown spot and a first down.
Yeah, you get positive yardage, give the crowd a little bit of a chance to cheer. It's a great start.
And definitely a great start on their first play of the drive. Matthews drops back, throws it to Avery out of the backfield, gets 6, and it'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, these short intermittent passes really working right now for Syracuse. I'd stick with it.
I definitely need to stick with what they're doing. It seems to be working so far. A 2x2 set. A read option from Matthews to Avery. Matthews keeps it, and what great defense from this Florida State secondary, and they will hold Matthews to nothing. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Matthews looked for an answer to try to get some positive yardage, wasn't able to find one.
And definitely wasn't able to find him, and Matthews almost gets sacked, able to somehow get the ball away, and what great defense from Max Duncan and this entire Florida State defense.
Yeah, offensive line for Syracuse just not able to keep up with the defensive front from Florida State, but a smart, great awareness there by Matthews to get rid of that football.
And definitely smart to get rid of it. And another Twitch update for you, a 48-yard field goal for the Huskies as they go back up 10-7 over number 1 ranked Illinois, 2:16 left in the first quarter. And about 3:18 left here as Clayton throws it to Sapp on the sideline, picks up 4, it'll be 2nd and 6.
And if you're Clayton, you just need to keep throwing to these big body receivers because they're making a lot happen.
And definitely, and they're going to review this one here. That one looks a little bit close. Didn't look like he had possession until his foot was out of bounds, but we will see the call. And it will say he was out of bounds, so erase that last play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
But it was a good effort on the part of Sapp, though.
I definitely appreciate the effort. And it'll be 5 wide for the Seminoles and a little bit of a speed option as Clayton will take the keeper, picks up 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, smart on the part of their keeper. His back was covered, so he just goes ahead and picks up whatever he can on his own.
And definitely using his legs, trying to get this offense moving. It'll be 5 wide once again. This time it'll be a pass. Throws it on the corner route, wide open down this sideline to the 20. Gets tackled right around the 13 to 12-yard line, 51 yards. James Newton, first down, Seminoles.
Yeah, Malcolm Moses just not able to carry him, cover him very well, and he beats Andre Christmas here at the line, and just no support there for Christmas, and unfortunately Florida State gets a big gain out of it.
Yeah, definitely Christmas trying to cover the deep part of that side of the field, and it was a great play and great pass from Clayton as they're inside the PS1 Sports red zone. 3-by-1 look. Clayton drops back, throws a dangerous pass, and that one is caught. James Newton again, 9-yard reception, 2nd and 1.
Good concentration showed on the part of Newton too, because there were a ton of receivers around him, and a couple of them had their hands in his face.
And there was tons of orange in the area. It'd be 5 wide. Clayton throws that one and somehow manages to get that one, throws it out of bounds. It'd be 3rd and short here for the Seminoles.
Yeah, he had guys coming after him big time, so he was wise to just get rid of the football.
And then we might see a run to the left. It'll be a stretch run. De La Roca, touchdown, Seminoles, 5 yards, and they're going to go up 2 scores over the Orange.
Yeah, and I think that this Florida State just a little much for Syracuse to put up with. They are firing on all cylinders, and they look really good right now.
Yeah, what a run from De La Roca, and trying to claw to the first spot in the record books. Still has a bit of ways to go and a lot of football game to be played. And Cooksey for Syracuse, they haven't not done much. Looked a little promising on that last drive, but what do you expect to see them here?
Those short passes really sitting to work for them. I would use that to set up some bigger plays, but you got to be smart. You can't misread any passes here.
I definitely need to be smart with the football, as J.K. Matthews is going to drop back, throws it over the middle on a little bit of an in route. Bailey gets 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I like seeing that. Those have been pretty effective for them this evening.
It's definitely been effective, and they're going to go by two look. Avery in the backfield. Avery going out in motion, a little bit of a wheel route. J.K. Matthews throws it in tight coverage. Tronell Scott gets 10 yards and picks up a 1st down, Orange.
And we're seeing some positive yards here. J.K. Matthews starting to step up a little bit, so maybe we'll see a score here from Syracuse.
They're definitely going to try and get the end zone. And as Matthews about to unload that one and get sacked in the backfield, Palm Kier gets a sack, his first of the night. It'll be 2nd and 17.
A nice spin move on the part of him, and just much more athletic than that offensive lineman trying to block him.
And definitely offensive line just couldn't quite hold his block long enough, as it'll be a 3-by-1 look from bottom to top. Read option for Matthews. Tries to break that first initial tackle. Couldn't quite do it. Only able to get 3, and it'll be 3rd and a country mile.
Yeah, Chris Bryant coming in there and making the stop. And Matthews, I don't know if he's just misreading this defense or not finding his playmakers or what, but this has been a tough time for him so far.
It's definitely been a tough time, as Matthews going on the screen play. Great blocking up front. Number 61 couldn't quite hold his block. Avery manages to get 5, but not enough, as it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, Florida State's D-line just a little too strong right there.
And definitely a little bit too strong. And guys in chat, it is just a game. Let's all be friends. As a muff punt from Florida State manages to get it back and get to around the 30-yard line, as that could have been disaster for Florida State and this offense. But they will get the ball and will try and put up even more points over Syracuse.
I'd say the chances of that happening here are pretty good, that's for sure.
And definitely, and as Clayton's going to drop back, throws a deep pass, and that was intercepted! What a play, as that's the turnover that Syracuse needed to bring momentum in their favor.
Yeah, just the right play at the right time. And Syracuse maybe trying to turn things around here.
And what a play, as we got a Twitch update for you real quick. 1-yard touchdown run from Nora Royale, as Illinois takes a 14-10 lead over Washington. 8:53 left in the 2nd quarter. And a handoff to Avery, manages to get 1. It'll be 2nd and 9, as Joshua McGinnis got the interception on that turnover, his 2nd on the season.
And you've got to take advantage of this. If you're Syracuse, great field position, a chance to really cut into this lead.
It needs to cut in this lead. It's a quick pass from Matthews to Baker. Picks up 9 and a 1st down, as that might be the last play of this quarter. And indeed will, as Florida State is up 14-0 over Syracuse. You're watching the CFSL presented by Pixel Sports right here on YouTube. And welcome back here inside the Dorito Dome here on senior night for Syracuse against number 6 Florida State. Syracuse has the ball They're going to throw a quick pass from Matthews, and that's Trinell Scott. Picks up 8, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play there by Trinell Scott to get keep hold of that football.
And needs to just keep control of the football, as it's going to be a 3-by-1 set from top to bottom. Avery in the backfield. Matthews drops back, throws a check down, and what a hit as Maxwell Moss able to hold on to that one. Picks up 9 and a 1st down. Another 3-by-1 look, this time from bottom to top, as Matthews is going to drop back once again, throws a check down pass as Avery breaks the tackle, trying to rush for the end zone, gets tackled out of bounds for 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And we have another update from Twitch. Jacob Bennett with a 10-yard run for a TD for Washington. They retake the lead 17-14 with 7:20 left to play in the second half.
And Washington trying to upset number 1 ranked Illinois, as Matthews is going to quickly throw that one away. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, speaking of upsets, Syracuse trying to put themselves in the position to try to do the same here.
And definitely, as he tries to force that one in, is knocked away. At 4th and 5, and Syracuse will finally get their first points of the ball game. Not exactly what they're looking for, but points are points.
So they moved the ball and they got themselves in the position to score, so they need to be proud of that. But that wide receiver just got whacked in the end zone.
And definitely get whacked as he got hit as he tried to catch it. But still, they're able to get 3. And I probably don't need to ask you this, but what do you expect to see from Florida State on this drive?
Just continuing to do what they do, man. Use these playmakers. It's unbelievable to shake that interception off and go back up there and put some more points on the board. Really keep your foot on the pedal.
And definitely going to try and keep the foot on the pedal. We have, it looks like a safety blitz, tight end in motion. Clayton under center, handoff to De La Roca, runs to the right side, stiff on 1 defender, breaks another tackle, breaks another, tries to shed a few more, 24 yards, 1st down, Seminoles. And he's now at his 2nd all-time for Florida State in rushing yards. And
congratulations to De La Roca, but look at, I don't know if he knew that this was the run that was going to do it or not, but he just pushes people out of the way and is hard to bring down.
And what a play from De La Roca, now 2nd all-time in school history for rushing yards. Only needs 83 total to tie and give him the record. Another handoff to De La Roca, great blocking upfield. He has wide open room in front of him, sheds 1 tackle, gets tackled about the 13-yard line, 31 yards. 1st down, Seminoles.
And De La Roca is starting to really break this game open. Syracuse not even ready for him to have the ball here. That can't happen if they want to try to work their way back into this game.
De La Roca has 71 yards at the 83 he needs to tie for the record. And Clayton had no room to pass that one. He gets sacked in the backfield. Anthony Keeler gets his 1st sack of the evening. It'll be 2nd and long.
Nice job by Keeler stepping up to make a play. He's about had enough of what he's seen out of the Florida State offense, and he's taking matters into his own hands.
And taking matters in his own hands, and this will be 2nd and long here for Florida State. And a read option from Clayton breaks 1 tackle. Great blocking up front. Touchdown, Florida State. And they go up even more as it's 20-3 with 6:56 left to go in this half.
For every good thing Syracuse has done on offensively, Florida State's had about 10 other answers, and we're starting to see that here.
It is not looking good here for Syracuse, as we have a Twitch update for you. Marco Gonzalez gets a 16-yard touchdown catch for Illinois, and the lead changes yet again. It'll be 21-17 with 5:57 left to go in the 2nd quarter, as we get a decent return here from Trinell Scott, 24 yards, and it'll be right around the 30-yard line here for the Orange.
But it looks like there's all kinds of fireworks in that game. That's quite the game over on Twitch.
And definitely a good game over there, and not as great a game over here, but still plenty of football to be played. As a handoff to Avery, gets 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 6, excuse me.
But if Syracuse could come up with a couple of more stops on defense, they definitely have a chance to get back into this football game. But they've got to score right here, too.
And definitely have a chance to try and put up 7 as another handoff to Avery. Gets 2 yards and makes this a manageable 3rd down.
Well, the other thing, David Climbs, is you got to remember this is the CFSL and this is the home of weird things happening.
Definitely the home of weird things happening. And what a pass from Matthews to Baker. 26 yards, 1st down, Orange.
And I'm glad to see that this deficit really hasn't gotten Syracuse down offensively. Maybe this can be the shot in the arm that they need.
And definitely trying to get this momentum going in their favor. They are down a decent bit early on in this football game, but as you said, we've seen some crazy stuff happen here in the CFSL. As a bubble screen pass to the right side, Baker manages to only get 1, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
But at least they didn't move the ball backwards.
Definitely, a positive play is better than a negative, as it will be a 2-by-2 look and a handoff up the middle as Avery tries to cut it outside and gets tackled at only 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, Avery just doesn't have the speed to get past this Florida State defense. He's kind of slow. He's going to have to figure out a way to be a little bit more elusive.
And definitely going to have to use his elusiveness to break one free, as Matthews had no time to throw that one, gets sacked yet again. Max Duncan gets his 1st sack of the night. 4th and 13 here for the Orange.
And this is just the mark of a elite defense. Max Duncan doing a great job finding his way back there. That's what great defenses do.
And a great job from the defensive line of the Seminoles, and they'll yet again get the ball back as Syracuse is going to try and pin them deep in their own territory. And that seemed like it was around the 10-yard line where it went out. We will see the official spot. Might be a little for the brand moment as it's inside. Never mind. It's inside the 20. I was completely wrong.
Well, we all are sometimes.
And definitely Jesus Clayton going to quickly throw that one away. Play didn't fully develop, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, great job by Syracuse defense not giving Zeus Clayton anything.
And his coverage was great on that last play. Need a lot more of that to stay in this one. Tight end in motion from bottom to top. Play action from Clayton. Throws a deep pass, wide open on the sideline. Able to catch that one. And it'll be Agent P getting the 1st down for the Seminoles.
And Syracuse defense is just getting held up at the line. They've got no extra push at all to try and push their way past the Florida State offensive line, and that's benefiting Zeus Clayton. That's why he's able to make these great throws.
And not a lot of pressure coming from the defensive line of Syracuse as another play action from Clayton. Throws it down the field, down the seam. Sapp gets 32 yards and a 1st down for the State.
And again, as long as Syracuse not able to get to the quarterback, Zeus Clayton's going to have just about anything he wants all day long.
And I have to figure out some way to get some form of pressure and maybe bring the outside linebacker off the edge or figure something out, as Zeus Clayton is having a little bit too much time to find an open man, and will be in a strong look right side. Play action and a wide open man. There's this Joshua Sims, 28 yards and another touchdown for the Seminoles.
Joshua Sims blows his way past all of the Syracuse defense, and Florida State up big again.
Yet another touchdown on the board, 28-3, with 4:19 left to go in this 1st half. And Cooksey, Syracuse, they're down big and down big early. They need to score 6 on this drive. How do you expect them to try and do that?
Well, just kind of the way they got down and got the field goal this time, the short passing, that seems to be working for them again.
And definitely need to try and look for these short passes and then not try and beat Florida State over the top as they throw a quick pass to the right sideline. Baker gets 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
If Baker would have turned and run, he would have had a first down. Too bad he wasn't able to have the vision to see that.
And not able to keep turn up field and get the first down as Matthews is going to drop back. Throws yet another pass to the other sideline, and it's Tom Creedon this time. It was 12-yard reception and a first down.
We have an update for you from Twitch again. A 3-yard touchdown pass to Ace Shepard, and Illinois extends its lead 27-17 with 3:15 to play in the second quarter.
And a game getting a little further away in the lead over on Twitch as Houston Bagley gets a nice catch for 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. Three-by-one set for the Orange. Matthews drops back, dumps it off to his halfback Avery out of the backfield. It gets 10 yards, pushed out of bounds, and a first down, Syracuse.
And I like the creativity Syracuse is showing here. They know not much is going right for them, so they figure out ways to be efficient.
And trying to find ways to catch his defense off guard, and that screenplay was going nowhere. What a sack as Ham Kier gets his 2nd sack of the night, unblocked on the screenplay, and it'll be 2nd and a country mile.
And J.K. Matthews, unfortunately, just doesn't see him. He's trying to read the field and go through his progressions, and his offensive line just doesn't do a great job of holding a block.
And absolutely missed the block on him, and was able to get free and get the sack. It's 2nd and long at the 49-yard line. Matthews tries to throw a bomb downfield and sacked yet again. Max Duncan gets his 2nd of the night, and it is 3rd and long for the Orange.
And Duncan just too strong for that offensive lineman who didn't really make much of an effort to try to block him anyway.
And not much effort from that tackle as it is 3rd and 25 here for the Orange. Matthews throwing a screenplay on 3rd down. Needs some great blocking to try and pick up a lot. Not able to get much. It is 4th and 17, and yet another punt for the Orange.
Yeah, just not too much else for that receiver to go. Unfortunately, Syracuse has got to give the ball up again.
And not yet another 3rd down that they couldn't convert, as that punt will go out of the back of the end zone and go to the 20-yard line for Florida State. Florida State up big, and they're looking to extend their lead late in the second quarter. 2 wide receivers at the top. And it is batted away at the line of scrimmage. What a play. Number 33. And that is Garrett Evans knocking that one free.
Yeah, Evans doing a great job just knocking that ball out of the air.
And 5 wide, halfback coming in to the back of the backfield, and it will be a RPO action as Perry Pushkarov gets a nice catch, and it'll be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, it looked for a while like Zeus Clayton might run that football, and he just decides the last possible second to dump it off.
And that RPO, if ran to perfection, is absolutely nasty, as it is 3rd and a pinky length. Clayton under center. Hands off to Del Roca. Del Roca sheds 1 tackle. Gets break locking in front of him, and he has wide open room. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, and he is all-time in rushing yards in Florida State history.
De La Roca was not going to be denied there. He got that initial stiff arm on that Syracuse defender, and that was just about it. He was off to the races.
Off to the races he is, and what a play for Florida State. And it's 35-3, a minute 45 in the second quarter.
Florida State found another gear early. It looked after the first few possessions like Syracuse might be able to pull something off, but Florida State's pretty well pulled away from them, and it's left Syracuse shell-shocked with not too much answers.
And not much answers from the Syracuse defense, as Matthews throws a quick pass, and that one not the greatest, as it'll be a 1-yard catch, and it'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Matthews drops back, throws it to the sideline, a little bit out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Too bad he couldn't hook up with that receiver. They could have had a first down.
2-by-2 set. Matthews drops back on the screenplay. 3rd and long. Not great blocking up front, as William Avery will get a 1-yard reception, and it'll be 4th and 8.
And again, Avery just lacks that explosiveness to turn a small yardage situation into a big gain, and that's a problem for Syracuse going forward, not just against Florida State.
And Joshua Sims will get that punt, as it's been all Florida State through the early portion of this football game, and as they're going to try and increase their lead even more. As I see Winley in chat saying, prediction time, get your coins ready. I wish there was a way to earn coins here on YouTube. Sadly, there is not, as Clayton will throw a quick pass, and somehow it was broken free, actually. What a play from the Syracuse defense.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ryan, go ahead and make your prediction anyway. You have my prediction because you have me intrigued now.
I'm definitely intrigued by what Winley would predict, as that one is thrown to the stands, a little souvenir, as it is 3rd and 10. For 3rd and 10 for the Seminoles. Clayton drops back, throws a wide open pass, and he is tiptoed tackled Draymond Shakur III, 33 yards, and he had his eyes on the end zone.
Yes, he did. And the Syracuse defense able to just figure out a way to trip him up.
Yeah, he wanted 6 on that play and couldn't quite get it. And it'll be a 3-by-1 look here for Florida State. Clayton drops back, throws it to a quick pass to the top sideline. Sapp gets 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 6. As we have a Twitch update for you real quick, Illinois hits a field goal as the first half expires. They go up 31-17 over Washington, and it's almost halftime here, 35-3, as Clayton trying to find someone open, finds Shakur, 17 yards, touchdown, Florida State.
And Tom Pence has said this in the chat, good balance, and absolutely, Florida State has taken over this game.
Is definitely taking over. As it is 41-3, as this game has gotten out of hand quickly, as they will kick. The PAT is up, and it is good, as it is a 39-point ball game late in this second quarter, as Syracuse not sure exactly what they need to do. I want to hear your thoughts.
I don't think that there's a whole lot that this could help this receiver, or this return here by Trudell Scott, but I just think we're seeing an outmatched football team here. They don't have a lot of explosive playmakers for J.K. Matthews, and it's just really hard for them to keep up.
And definitely, as Creedon said, just get some more 99s, and I've seen a full 99 team get beat by a team that has none, so I don't exactly get that excuse. But y'all are a brand new team. First time AD, you just got to get some things figured out, as it'd be 1st and 10 for the Orange. Matthews drops back, and a quick pass on an out route. Baker picks up 14 yards and stops the clock, 1st and 10.
But I'm sure it's discouraging for a team when that's a first-year team that's struggling when they see a team like Penn State. But again, I think you said it best, Colton. You've got to understand that it's a difference of what an AD is able to do, and I think they can't make kids come to school, so you got to go with what you can sometimes.
As what a pass downfield from Matthews, as he gets a touchdown, and the first touchdown for Syracuse of the ball game. 28 seconds left, and they decrease this lead, as it'll be 42-10, pending the PAT is up and it is good. 28 seconds left, and that is exactly what this Orange offense needed.
Absolutely. It needed some life and it needed some confidence, and they were finally able to get it right there.
Definitely, as Hunky Dory is calling for the comeback, there is still a chance. As Florida State, they got 2 timeouts, 24 seconds left, that they might try and go for the end zone if they can get some plays to go their way, as that was a huge play and a momentum-turning moment here for the Orange. You got 2 backs in the backfield. Clayton drops back, throws another deep pass wide open, and he has all room in front of him. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown Joshua Sims, 74 yards.
Clayton being a playmaker, throwing a pass to another playmaker. Syracuse not really showing any indication they know what they're doing on defense right here, and they get caught.
And definitely get caught lacking, as that will extend the lead even more to what it was before, as it is 49-10, and is once again a 39-point ball game. 16 seconds left. Syracuse has 1 timeout. Their best bet would just be to run the clock out and go into the half.
I would think so. Just be a little merciful here and lick your wounds a little bit, I guess.
And it's not much. I mean, depending on what they call here, if they decide they want to go for a touchdown, which they're in a 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver set, tight end in motion, they're going to hand the ball off, and we were correct. They will just go into the locker room down 39, and for some reason they're hurrying up to the line of scrimmage as time expires, and I don't exactly know the reasoning behind that. But anyways, it is halftime here in the CFSL in the Dorito Dome, as number 6 Florida State is up 49-10. And welcome to the CFSL halftime show. I'm Colton Powell with my broadcast partner Greg Cooksey. And Cooksey, kind of give me your thoughts on how this first half went.
I think we're just seeing a team that's, like Tom Pence has said, is just well balanced and starting to fire on all cylinders right now against a team that's a little younger, that doesn't really have the playmakers, that's struggling to find their way. And it's a little hard to watch for sure. But you got to have some encouragement that you've found a way to get some things done and at least get on the board. And at least right now, you're not immediately staring down a mercy rule. And another thing to hang your hat on here, if you're Syracuse, that time of possession, you're outdoing Florida State at time of possession. You just got to figure out how to make some plays on offense.
I definitely need to figure out some plays to figure out on offense, as well as you do have a turnover advantage over Florida State, so that's something to look forward to, as Syracuse will get the ball to start the second half. They are down 39, and they need a lot to go their way to get back in this football game. A decent return to about the 25, 26-yard line, 23-yard return from Chanel Scott, and it'll be 1st and 10.
And I just think you got to execute on your fundamentals here and see how far that can take you.
Fundamentals are key, as a deep pass, and that was intercepted. Pence with the interception, his 5th of the season, and what a way to start out this half for Florida State.
An explosive way for Florida State to start this half, and that is a bad look on the part of J.K. Matthews. That receiver was not open, and I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He definitely wishes to have that one back. As a Twitch update for you, a 57-yard touchdown pass to Thompson Thunder, his 2nd on the night, as Illinois is now up 38-17 with 6:33 left in the 3rd quarter, as it is 49-10 here. A read option from Clayton. Clayton takes the keeper, breaks off 1 tackle, sheds another one, tries to get the reach for the 1st down, only able to pick up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
And some lazy tackling efforts on the part of Syracuse's defense. Garrett Evans misses a tackle, as a couple of other guys do as well.
Yeah, definitely a huge game, as a handoff to Ronnie De La Roca sheds 3 tackles, tries to shed a 4th and a 5th, able to pick up 6, and it'll be 1st and 10, and what a night for De La Roca.
Yeah, De La Roca doing great things on the ground here.
And Ronnie De La Roca had himself a career evening, being the all-time leader in rushing yards. And I believe Pence said if he gets a touchdown, he'll also be the leader in touchdowns. I would have to go look at the record books, but it'll be 2nd and 12.
Oh, De La Roca doing all kinds of great things for himself tonight then.
And another handoff to Charlie Lawson for 0. And De La Roca's already has a record for most rushing touchdowns in school history. So, I mean, not exactly sure what Pence was going for. He might have meant another record in another setting. But anyways, Clayton throws a deep pass on the out route to about the 5-yard line. Sapp gets 13 yards and 1st and goal. It is 1st and goal. A midline read up the middle, and what a hit from this defense. Zeus Clayton gets 1 yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Nice awareness there to get that stop by Syracuse defense.
I see what Logan, what you meant. He's saying he broke the record yards with that TD. I see now. It'll be 2nd and goal here for Florida State. Clayton drops back. Has some time. Wise throw to throw one at the back of the end zone. It'll be 3rd and goal.
This would be paramount if Syracuse can figure out a way to stop Florida State right here.
Definitely need a stop. They're in goal line formation. Halfback toss to the right side. And what a play from the Syracuse defense, forcing a stop on 3rd down and forces FSU to kick a field goal.
S19W6, great job tracking De La Roca down there and making the stop and getting this defense off the field with their heads up.
Definitely a great heads-up play from Tamucci, as we have another Twitch update for you. Aldis Sampson with a 4-yard touchdown run, and they reduced the lead 38-24 with 5:02 left to go in that 3rd quarter, as it is 52-10 here in the Dorito Dome. Syracuse is going to get the kickoff here, and it is a 42-point ball game, so we are on the verge of mercy watch. Syracuse needs to put up some points and try and finish this game out.
Just do your best you can to keep your heads up. That's all you can do.
Definitely looking to try. They are 8 points from 50, so it's still 2 possessions. Tom Creedon gets 5-yard reception. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's all you can do sometimes, just pick up yards in little chunks.
It'd be a 3-by-1 look. Avery in the backfield. Matthews dropping back. Throws a bomb downfield into some tight window. Bagley gets 24 yards and it'll be a 1st down, Syracuse.
Well, it's really not been that bad of a night for J.K. Matthews. The problem is, though, been the lack of plays that Syracuse has executed on it, but here's some great execution by Bagley.
And definitely great execution from Bagley, and their defense hasn't helped much except on the last drive. You're kind of stepping it up as a quick dump off to the sideline to Maxwell Moss. He picks up 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 here for the Orange. A 3-by-1 look. Screenplay from Syracuse. Somehow number 69 was unblocked as Avery gets nothing on that one. Ivar Lund gets the tackle, and it'll be 3rd and manageable.
Well, Lund's a pretty big guy. He's hard to get bodies on, so it's not all that surprising to me.
And definitely a hard player to tackle as a floater to the outside on the out route. Maxwell Moss gets 10 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, Moss doing a great job playing a matchup there. That defensive back, just a little disappointed he was able to get leverage on him.
Yeah, defensive back wishes he could have made the play on the ball as Matthews trying to get into the end zone. Tries to shed a few tackles and gets sacked for nothing. Ryan Mitchell gets his first sack of the night coming from the cornerback position, and what a play, and that is his first sack of his career, so congrats to him.
Yes, very much so. Congrats.
And what a play as J.K. Matthews throws another quick pass to the sideline. Josiah Baker gets 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2.
And again, Syracuse getting some victories here on offense. It looks like they're going to put some points up on the board.
Definitely going to put some points up on the board. At least hopefully, as a quick dump off pass onto the left of the left hash. Bo Bailey gets 8 yards, and it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to get in the end zone and stay in this football game. And a pass over the top. William Avery at the backfield gets the touchdown, and that is a huge play as Syracuse will force Florida State to try and score some more.
Well, I like the way Syracuse just found ways to get things done. That's going to be the key for them, I think, the rest of this season as they try to finish this season out.
Definitely trying to finish this season out as the Syracuse trying to find some positive momentum. Florida State trying to show out after their loss to LSU last week, prove why they're one of the best teams here in the CFSL. As not a, it's a decent return, 25 yards from Sapp, and it'll be 1st and 10.
And really, I mean, look at this. Look at the last 5 drives, we get touchdowns out of the last 5. That's kind of what the difference has been here.
It is a little bit of a difference as a handoff to De La Roca up the middle, sheds 2 tackles, gets over the 1st down marker for 12 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, for Florida State, you could, I think, pretty safely just run the ball with De La Roca here, and I'd say you pretty much got everything you need to get done.
Yeah, definitely. De La Roca's looked unstoppable this game as a quick dump-off pass out of the backfield. And as Perry Pushkarov gets a nice 7-yard gain, it'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Joshua McGinnis there to make the stop.
Joshua McGinnis, what a great play. As another dump-off pass and another catch from Agent P. Another 7 yards and a 1st down.
And Agent P is one of the biggest playmakers on this Florida State offense, and you lift him out in the open.
It definitely cannot leave Agent P open. Clayton throwing a bomb downfield and let him out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Some confidence growing even more in Clayton just being willing to put the ball up there like that.
It definitely was careful to kind of lead that one out of bounds as another deep pass on the corner route. Traylon Walker with a nice catch, 21 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, Walker just easing his way through this defense. No coverage there at all.
Definitely no coverage on that middle part of the left sideline. Got to play a little bit tighter as they're going to go for a booth review. And that one looks in.
Yeah, I'm going to say that looks like it's in by a lot. I'm not sure what there was to look at.
Definitely. And it will stand. That left foot dragged inbounds, and all you need in college is 1 foot in. As now they're at past 30 at the 29-yard line. And a handoff up the middle to De La Roca. Gets tackled short, only 3 yards, and be 2nd and 7.
So Syracuse finding a way to stop him momentarily.
Found a way to stop the amazing night that De La Roca has had so far, and it's a 1-by-1 look. Play action from Clayton. Throws a nice pass. Traylon Walker gets 17 yards. 1st and goal, Florida State.
Another big body wide receiver for Florida State. These guys are hard to cover just because they're so big and strong, and it's, you have to take your pick of who you're going to cover, but it does mean that you're leaving somebody else that doesn't need to be exposed.
And definitely don't want to leave anyone open, as this Florida State offense is electric. And throwing a dangerous pass, and that one's caught. Draymond Shakur III, 8 yards, and touchdown Seminoles.
And somebody just over pursued on their coverage right there, and they got beat big time. Looks like that was Joshua McGinnis.
Yeah, well, it does look like that was McGinnis in the coverage. Just couldn't quite make a play. And painting the PAT, it will yet again be a 42-point ball game. It is up and it is good. 2:42 left to go in this third quarter, and Syracuse needs to find a way to put up more points.
Yep, I mean, they got to just keep scoring if they want to stay in this football game, because they're giving up points a dime a dozen tonight.
And their defense has really struggled for majority of this game. And Draymond Shakur III, only 3 receptions on the night, does have 2 touchdowns to go along with it, I believe, as now this Orange offense going to try and answer back. Matthews dropping back, throws a quick check down pass to the flat. Tom Creedon only able to get 1, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
And this has just been a rather uninteresting offensive game plan on the part of Syracuse. I'm not sure what they were thinking about when they came up with this game plan this past week.
And definitely some confusing plays, and a handoff to Avery, gets 9, gets the hometown spot, and it'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, that was a nice power run on the part of Avery. Good to see him having an opportunity to do what he can do best.
Yeah, Avery is an amazing halfback here in the league. As a little bit of a check off pass to Avery out of the backfield, only able to get 1, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
Now time for another playmaker to step up here for Syracuse.
We definitely need a big-time playmaker to step out of the shadows, as a pass led out of bounds. Couldn't quite keep his feet in, and it'll be 3rd and long, as Syracuse is only 3 for 11 on 3rd down tonight.
And you got to pick this up and keep this drive moving if you're Syracuse. The last thing you want to do is put the ball back in Zeus Clayton's hands.
And definitely not give the ball to the defense to try and score on their own, as Adam Leach wanted that one and to take it to the house. And it'll be a punt for this Orange offense.
And if you're Orange, man, you've got to hunker down here on offense and come up with a stop. You can't give up big chunks of yardage.
It definitely can't give up much. It is a 42-point ball game, so still 2 scores for this Florida State offense. So we're not exactly in mercy watch just yet, but it is something to keep an eye on, as this Orange defense needs to bend but don't break to their fullest extent. As you see right here, Ronnie De La Roca, 11 rushing yards, 11 carries, 159 rushing yards, and some TDs to go along with it, as we got tight end in motion. Play action. Clayton throws a good pass on the corner route to Perry Pushkarov, 19 yards and a 1st down.
Well, those yards that De La Roca has put up, those seem like they've been just quite easy tonight. And this is another guy that looks like he's had quite the easy night this evening, as he's had some big gains.
And definitely, and David asking what's the emergency rule, 50. And yes, at any point, if the difference is 50 between the teams, the game will end. And another pass from Clayton, and is that one caught by Traylon Walker, 18 yards and another 1st down.
This quarter, Traylon Walker has just been left to make big plays. Syracuse seems to be okay with him making them too.
Yeah, definitely. There was no one in the area. He kind of stepped out of bounds on his own, as now they're pushing yet again to try and put up more points. Two tight ends set one by one, top to bottom for the wide receivers. Handoff up the middle for De La Roca, and what a heads-up play from this Syracuse defense. Zach Boyd with the tackle, and it'd be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Boyd doing a great job just laying out there and doing what he could to slow De La Roca, who's had a great night down.
Yeah, definitely a great night from De La Roca. Play action and pump fake. And what a pass downfield. James Newton, 25 yards, 1st and goal, Florida State.
He hasn't seen the ball much today, but when he has, he's come up with a lot of yards. And again, just a guy that Syracuse having issues covering, and he's getting the better part of them this evening.
It's been a struggle on all ends of this Orange defense. Something that they're going to have to look forward to trying to fix going into next week as a play action from Clayton. Clayton has some room, has some green grass in front of him, throws across the field to DS3, 7 yards, and what a play from Clayton.
Yeah, just DS3's come alive here in this second half, and he's putting his points up the board, making his presence known.
Definitely making his presence known. It is 65-17, and the PAT up, and it is good, 66-17, and it is now a 49-point ball game. So definitely, we are now on safety watch. If Florida State at any point scores a point, the game will end. So it's now up to Syracuse to try and put anything on the board as Syracuse gets hit big on that kick return, and it'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, I mean, Syracuse can't be expected to score all the time, but, you know, that's what they got to do here if they want this game to keep going.
And they want to finish out this game. They definitely need to try and get into the end zone or at least put up a field goal. We have a Twitch update for you. 46-yard touchdown to Thompson Thunder, his 3rd of the night. Illinois up 45-24 with 5:53 in the 4th quarter. As Matthews drops a dime on the sideline, 1st and 10. Houston Bagley with a nice catch.
Well, Bagley, the one productive player outside of Matthews tonight here for Syracuse, doing a great job trying to get some extra yardage.
And trying to get some extra yardage. What a play and what a throw from Matthews as it is 1st and 10. Matthews eyeing the field, gets hit as he throws it, and able to throw that one out of bounds. That'll be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Is number 6 ranked Florida State 66, Syracuse 77. We're on the verge of Mercy Watch at the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. And welcome back. It is the beginning of the 4th quarter. Syracuse do or die on this drive. And a screenplay from Syracuse. Great blocking up front. Avery able to manage to break one free, get 10 yards, not able to get the hometown spot, and be 3rd and a pinky length.
Crucial for Syracuse right here. Got to keep this drive going.
Definitely. Matthews drops back, trying to find something open. Great coverage downfield, throws that one away, and I believe they would go for it here.
Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what we're going to do.
I love the 4s in chat, and this is it. Syracuse needs to convert. Tight end in motion. Matthews drops back. And no room to throw. He is sacked. Turnover on downs, and that is not what Syracuse needed on this play. As what a play from Keir to get them the football back.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a monster all night here on defense, and he comes up with a big play. Well, in chat, Logan Mitchell was predicting a walk-off pick 6. Well, we got one over on Twitch, a 20-yard Illinois pick 6 by Jeff Johnson, and it's now 52-24 with 5:27 to play in that one.
Definitely, as what a pass downfield, and that's the game. Sebastian Sapp, 44 yards, touchdown, Florida State, and with a walk-off, and they win the football game here over Syracuse.
I mean, Syracuse defense just a little tired there. I'm sure they're disappointed to have given up a score and have the game end the way that they did, but they were just overmatched tonight, and that was clear.
And definitely, I'd like to thank my associate producer, Austin Crow, my executive producer, Mike Peters, and my broadcast partner, Greg Cooksey. I'm Colton Powell, and y'all make sure to go head over on Twitch to finish the rest of that game. And we will see y'all tomorrow at 6:30 for another night of CFSL action. Y'all have a good one.